It's good to have you back. Welcome to Mom's Diaries. And on today's episode, for the first time, of course, why shouldn't we do this? There are other matters that are trending online, and one of which got to the table of the Mom's Diaries. Okay? And that matter is no other than a very lovely actress, vibrant, young, beautiful. It used to be baby to most of the Nigerian actresses, in fact Nollywood as a whole, and that is Regina Daniels. So recently something happened on the internet space and it was everywhere. Regina Daniels, oh my god, her husband and all that. But for most of us that wouldn't really understand, because I'm wondering why Regina Daniels, why is her story everywhere? Apart from the fact she's a celebrity, okay? But I feel her story is quite unique, very unique. Of course, everybody has a very unique story, but I think that's why hers is on that route. Like everybody's just there around it and wanting to know. Now let me take us back. Regina Daniels was she's still a very beautiful girl. Well, when she was a little girl, Regina Daniels was so beautiful, calm, so innocent child who was introduced to Nollywood at a very tender age by her mother. And she was just everywhere in people's mind. I mean, at the time we didn't really have children doing a lot of movies and all that, and it was a very good opportunity for her to blaze that trail like no other, and she did so well in it. One would think, oh, such a beautiful actress and all that, that means in the next few years this girl will be everywhere. In fact, she'll be a superstar and all that. And oh my goodness, when it's time for her to get married, she'll get married to one Prince Charming, looking all handsome with a packs and all, aye. So I think that was the picture most people had, and then someone came and burst our bubbles. I mean, the imagination that wanted to really wound people finally wounded people. Because when Regina Daniels turned 19 and announced, I don't know if there was any announcement or something, but what I just saw was a video of her getting married to someone who is actually 40 years older than she was at the time. She was about 19, and NWOKO, some would say Ned, some say it's Ned, and NWOKO was 59. So if you do the mathematics, you will see. Now she's not the only person who has gotten married to someone who is at least around that age older than we have the likes of Shade Okoya, Biankujuku, I mean so many other women, and even the ones that didn't even make it to the social media space. There are women like that got married to older men for whatever reason, whether it's a diggy good something or just love, whatever it is. The bottom line is that they got married to older men, people who were far older, not just older but far older than they were. So she got married to this man, and some other things started coming up, like the ritual, that the initiation. I think that's an initiation. The women of Anyoma said it's a normal thing they do, but man, that thing got people scared. That moment, they said, this one is something that when they do to you, if you cheat there, wahala for the person when you go cheat. If you just open your clinic for anybody, you're in trouble, you're in problem. So some people were actually feeling for her, while some people were saying, wow, it's not bad now, please. At that moment, people were some people had to make comparisons, like people who were talking about the Northerners who give very young girls to older men. When I mean very young girls to older men in the name of marriage. And it was such a problematic time that people were comparing. I had people posting her on their statuses and all that, saying their views about her marriage with NWOKO. Need I remind you that NWOKO had a about 5 wives, making Regina Daniels his 6th wife. And this man does not do OT mama, so cannot sit there. He's young, succulent young girls. That's what he goes for. He goes for very young girls. If possible, be a celebrity on top of it, and that's how he likes his women. Okay, no doubt there are women who I've already mentioned, and we even have above Ife that has, sharp proper wives, like very fine women, like young at the same time. So she's not the only person who has done that and gotten married to an older man. But I think people took an interest because one, knowing her from childhood, grew up and all that, and then the fact that she's also not going into this marriage as the first wife of this person, or say second wife, or maybe the first one divorced or died or something. But this is she going in knowing this other women were there, and she was going in as a 6th wife. So when the initiation started, said it was just to make her to be rooted in the Anioma. NWOKO is from Delta, from Anioma, so rooted in the Anioma culture and be a proper wife. But then why some people now say that this thing is something that we call sukasala, like I said earlier. So, but it didn't take too long. Baby girl started enjoying her life. She was now fully privileged, living the life and all that. And amidst all those things, when celebrities come up with some marriages, some celebrity marriages break up, there are breakups here and there, like the likes of y'all, the likes of AY, the likes of so many of them, that really shocked us. And when these things happen, you go online and see things like, right now, nobody can advise me again. It's only Regina Daniels that can advise me. Baby girl is just living her soft life, and then look at the people that marry their age mate. Look at people that marry their friend. Marriage of how many years? Just scattered like that, blah blah blah. And then I don't know where they got this from. I don't know if she really said it, but maybe she did. That it's better to cry in a Lamborghini than to cry in. So that was an AKA for her, like they just know her as that kind of girl. She just I think it was tennis song at the time when she used it. I'd rather be crying in the Bentley. Hey, that tennis song now. So I guess she did a video with her car. The red car is so sumptuous. It's fine. But then she did a video, and with that song in the background, I guess maybe that was where people took it. Maybe some other kind of videos today, so but whatever it is, that was an AKA for her, And then people say she's the only person that can advise me in this life. She took the bold step, marry good man. It's better to marry rich man, no. She took the bold step, marry the rich man. It's better to marry rich man than to go and be suffering in one man's house, all in the name of love, whereas the man is not taking care of you. And again, the man doesn't even have the diggy goods that you can dig. So what would you dig? Your shovel will just be there, rusting. You have to dig something. For me, I want to correct something, just in case you're thinking she went to dig good. I don't know. I not say anything. But because Regina Daniels was doing well for herself, and it was something she grew. To me, I felt it should have grown into something very big. It should have been a force to reckon with, even without NED. Yeah, she would have. It might have taken more hard work, more input and all that efforts, but then she'll still get there because she was loved. She was really loved, and she was such a young girl that had so much ahead of her. Some interviews she granted where she talked about her husband and the relationship between her and her husband, referring to their relationship as a sweet one that is even sweeter than what people see outside, that they are much more lovey-dovey inside the house than what they even portray outside. And I think it was in Pigeon she did that. Until recently, when her birthday was there, I think it was on the 10th of October. Her birthday was around, and then a lot of things was going on. She met people, she was giving out gifts and all that, monetary gifts. She was doing a lot for her birthday, and her birthday was really not bad, though not so much a noisemaker. That's why I like her. She's not the type of person that makes noise, and it tells how sweet she is as a person. So her birthday was there, and I was still expecting, okay, we'll still be having hangover even until October we end, because we were seeing the unboxing of some gifts and all that. They were really, really nice ones. And from nowhere, we then saw a video where she was screaming. That's, in fact, that is a new anthem now people now use. In NWOKO's house, I'm nothing. But in my family,
to my sister. In this house. In this house. Okay. In NWOKO's house.
No.
In NWOKO's house, I am nothing. But in my house, I am queen.
No, you're still as valuable. Mom, look at me. Look at me, Mom.
She's a queen. But in NWOKO's house, sorry, she's nothing. But in her father's house, she's a queen. Gradually, people started wondering what is going on, and everybody got interested again. Both the people that were taking advice, the people that did not take, the people that wanted to take. Then I came back to home and said, what's going on? She talked about violence, and I don't know why that would be coming from a senator who has 6 wives. I don't know. I just don't know what it is. But nobody is exceptional, or exempted from violence, except for the help of God. Yes, anybody can actually. I've seen pastors who slapped their wives. Yeah, you think slapping is not violence? It's until they come and tell you it's violence, that's when you know. Yeah, it's violence, yes. But when you ask them, saying it is a spiritual resetting of the brain. It was a spiritual resetting of the, as simple as a slap is actually telling violence, because your wife is not supposed to. On a normal day, would you slap yourself? So if you wouldn't slap yourself, you're supposed to see your spouse like yourself. So why would you now go all out and slap your wife and say it's a way to spiritually reset her brain? But that's aside, I beg. So continue with Regina Daniels. Alright, when that video went viral, a lot of people started saying a lot of things, and then in no time, NED came out to clear the air. And same Nigerians again went to Ghana. Why would he come out? No. The man just came out, come and exempt himself and all that. I said, God, if this man did not come out now to talk, they'll say, hey, look at him. He just went on. And between his senator, he's just going out. He's even looking for more younger girls to go and praise, to go and take. Predator like him, Banyan, ancestor, Ikiniko. And he came out to clear the air. It's still a problem. I wonder, the Igbos that said it will work meta. I don't know what Yorubas call it or other tribes. So, I mean, the world is cannot be pleased. That's what it's saying. You understand? The world, everybody can't be pleased at the same time. Now, some persons weren't against him coming out to clear the air, but they were against the content of his message while trying to clear the air. Okay, which he said Regina Daniels has been doing drugs for a while, and he wanted her to go to the rehabilitation center in Abuja, one at Abuja or abroad. In fact, she has been going for it, but he wants her to continue. Said that's the only way they can actually maintain peace in the family, because she has been acting violently in the house, which he also supported his claims with a video. Okay, now on the video, unlike the VDM said, because every time you just see things on the internet, VDM said that why was some part of the video muted? Some part of the video was muted, and then they got joined something. If you're really, really good at video editing, you will know why such kind of thing can happen. That muting thing, because you don't want it to be heard. Okay, you don't want something in the background to be heard or something, and then you caught join because you just want to, maybe there were errors here and there and all that. Okay, so now he was asking, why was that video muted? Some part of the video muted. Why was there an that there is something that would have been a weapon for Regina Daniels against NED? Could it have been that there was also a weapon for him? It was a weapon for him, so he doesn't want to expose his weapon, or what exactly was going on? That being said, he also mentioned something that caught me, and he said, which majority of Nigerians were also saying, yes, if someone wasn't doing a particular thing and the person comes into your life, or you come into that person's life and the person begins to act otherwise, then there's need to question certain things. There's need to really go deeper into that particular, scenario to really understand why it is so. So he said this is a 19-year-old girl who got married to him. In fact, if Ned says Regina Daniels is doing drugs, that he VDM, he will not doubt it. He can't agree less, because someone who is 19 years old getting married to a man like him, of course, to get to a point where she might now start missing her youthfulness, like I didn't do a lot of that feeling of those desires as a young girl. And she said, and don't get it wrong, not like the younger ones don't go through this. The people who marry their mates or someone younger, like than NWOKO, or someone who is just few years older than they are in marriage, you still go through those. Okay, all right. So, but the thing is, he was trying to just analyze what he felt might have been the reason, and telling his audience why he agrees, or why he might agree with what NWOKO said as regards Regina Daniels doing drugs. Okay, so he said a time will come when she starts to miss that, and then she'll get involved with friends who might also be, and women too, who might also be in that kind of scenario where they get married to older men who they might have not married out of love, but out of maybe fulfilling the desires of their mother or something. Because stories had it that Regina Daniels' mother was the one who liked Paned, in fact, but she now Paned does not do old women, so he does younger ones. And since they really have to go in for that diggy something, she had to just put her daughter in there. So it's a thing of what I couldn't do, you understand? But yeah, let my daughter help me fulfill it. So according to VDM, he didn't say this, but this is just what I'm trying to infuse into what he said. It's to get to a point where you don't really like to really, the feelings isn't there. So maybe she just felt I would have loved to explore life better as a young girl, but now look at me here and all that. And she will meet people who will now tell her, no, just take this thing, you feel lives. I have supplier, that kind of thing. And you just get talking, say, oh, I have a supplier now, so it's not a problem, don't worry, nobody will know. And she'll just take one, and from taking one, of course, we know what addiction can be. At some point, you can't do without it. Imagine taking one and then he walks out for her. She just calls the person, do you know it? I felt very light. Hi! I didn't even know this man was around. Oh no. My environment just felt like I was in heaven. I was feeling myself. I didn't even know. In fact, all my problems were over at the time. I was out of this world. I felt okay. And then, you see what I told you? From taking one, she'll take two. From taking two, she can take 10. And every time she can't do without it. And hey, before you know what's happening, it's already out of control. She might now start needing rehabilitation, and that's why he said it's possible she might be doing that. And she needed a drug because she get clear. No, these are the things that might be the underlying factor why she eventually went into that. That's if she's doing it though. Me, I don't know, but that's what that husband said. Another person, Amarachi, mentioned something that caught me. Amarachi said, that's coming to Regina Daniels' mother. Regina Daniels' mother said in one of her interviews that she never knew her daughter. She just stayed like this, and her daughter carried NED and came, and now said, this is the man I want to marry. She never knew, and then she just saw that there was a marriage being planned. In fact, she just saw that her mother didn't want to be. I think she did that interview in Igbo. Yes, in Igbo language. Okay, yeah. And then she just said that thing, and she asked the question. She said, do you want to tell me that if it was a palm wine tapper that came, your daughter came to you with, would you have agreed? I mean, I actually want to add to it, like, really, we are African mothers now, and we always know how we wish our children even well, better than we even did. And then somebody now comes in and says he's a white mind tapper. Not to talk of the one your daughter went and brought. Una activated, you start to pray, you start to kabash. Every day you are the first on NSPPD, you are the first on Hallelujah Challenge, you are going to be the first anytime. You are casting and binding. You'll be casting and binding, you'll be praying. In fact, you will send that man to a place of no return, so that your daughter will not even have anything to do with him. You start to quote Bible verses. Do not be unequally yoked. Oh my God, we don't believe that. Do you know that thing is tapping his mama? It's not good at all. You have every reasons to convince her not to go into that marriage. But here we are. I mean, money, they say, answering all things. But one thing people fail to know is that money fails. Yeah, there are times that money fails. It might be able to fulfill a lot for you, but it might not be able to give you everything. Yeah. So I think this is the scenario here. Although Ned on his own end, I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. Getting married to young girls. I mean, he gave a reason that it's not good for a man to be with only one wife. That is just like a man standing with one leg. I say, hey, please don't laugh. I don't know when I will start laughing.
Telling you to stand on one
it's not good for a man. That man that married with one wife is a man standing with one leg. So like this, like this.
It's much more balanced.
We have a lot of men standing with one leg.
Understand it? So I feel sorry for those who don't have one wife. Because it's difficult to stand on one leg. And you don't have any regrets. No. You have your way. You still have to do the same thing again and again.
So is it one leg? I cannot be one leg. My dear, better we need to stand our ground to tell Panet we are not one leg. Our husband does not have, he's not standing on one leg. He's standing, in fact, he's standing on leg, table, ladder, everything, every support that he needs. And he said that on national TV. I said, a man like that, you need to stand on one another. And that's okay, that's the reason you say yes. And okay, I don't know what his reason might be, but honestly speaking, whatever it is, I believe that Regina Daniels, okay, entered that marriage. Whether she entered it with the clear eye or not, I just want us to have some things as a take home. But recently something happened. Before I talk about what we need to take home, recently something happened, and Regina Daniels, after leaving her husband's house, according to the whole story, she got a new house. Babe got a new house, and then, oh my goodness, a lot of people started talking. Someone like Gege University. Gege said it's a financial mistake. Anything you do as a result of the things people are saying, sentiments and all that, and emotional blah blah blah, that it is a financial mistake too. So to him, it's a financial mistake that Regina Daniels made, that she shouldn't have bought a house. Whatever be the reason. Some person said it's because the house she was living in wasn't even so recent. But I said I've seen one of the houses she used to do. I want to go and cook inside. I think that her heat extractor is one that has sensor just like mine, and she was using it. I mean, it was not bad. It was a fine house. I don't know which other house again, but I actually saw a video, and that house was really looking, somehow. I know sometimes you just need to breathe, and I understand. Sometimes it looks like you need to just go away from home, be somewhere else, just have your head thinking straight. Just to think straight, get some fresh air and all that. But in this case, I don't know if that's the scenario. Though recently I heard she went back to her husband's house. I don't know how true that is. Okay, the internet is just a lot of news are flying everywhere. Both the ones people know it's true and the ones people don't know it's true. So on that note, okay, I wanted to say this. Let our take home be something. I really think we play a lot with marriage. Marriage is actually an institution that was ordained by God. But in recent times, we've seen that marriage has been taken as, if I just go there,
I'll just get down, I'll just jack back, I'll just or somebody's pushing me. Then when I will endure to a point when I cannot, I'll just break free or something. No. It's high time we start to take marriage as a commitment. It's not something you just enter into and say you want to jump out. I'm not saying it's a do or die. Okay, especially when it has to do with violence, life-threatening and all that. But marriage is not a plaything. It's not. We shouldn't take marriage as something we should just enter into and then jump out. And for most of us that really know what the picture looks like, but yet carry our 2 legs and enter inside, please, when the consequences come, carry it with your full chest. I beg. Yes. If you marry a man who has 6 wives, you should be able to know that maybe one day you can wake up and say, oh baby, now you are the number 10. I want to marry the 11th one. And nothing will stop him, because that was the same way he married other ones. And when he said he wanted to marry you, okay, he didn't, nobody stopped him. He went ahead and did what he wanted to do. Okay. And then somebody who marries that number of wives, I mean, we should just know what we want. Some persons will not want polygamy, but because there is money there, you're just like that ant that sees sugar in that faraway place. Even when there is a cross line of maybe what's it called, I don't know how to explain, maybe an insecticide or something along the road, but because of he has seen that sugar, he will not matter, nothing will matter to it again. Without checking if that sugar is the bait for it, it will just move to where the sugar is. So you just like that ant that is just chasing sugar and not minding whatever it is that is now in the environment that might trap it, not minding if that sugar is a bait. So when you enter into such a marriage, you've already seen the picture. Okay, so whatever it is that comes out of it, please chest it. Okay, don't come in and use people, dump them, because that's how I will see such a scenario where you just come, now I've gotten the money I want to get, I don't need it in my life. 2, I want us to know that I'm talking to mothers and I'm talking to parents in all. Please, when trying to make your child better than you are, make sure you're doing it morally. Please, God's own way. It's not a bad thing for a parent to wish that, my child will be better than I am. Yes, it's every parent's dream. I want my children to be better than me. I want them to be greater achievers than I am. I want them to be early achievers than I am. But I won't now come and now bend them to do what I could not do for myself. As in, you must not do it so that I cannot get that thing that I couldn't get. No. When trying to do it, please, let's do it the God's own way. Let's do it morally. Let's do the right thing. Let's not push our children to doing certain things because we feel they are the ones that should now help us achieve what we couldn't achieve. And get concerned. Yes, I want my child to be better, but how is my child going to be better than I am? Am I taking the right route? Is he doing the right thing? Okay, if it's not, let's see. No, call him back. Let's retrace, please. Try, do what you can do. I want you to be better than, but not this route. Try to correct what happened to those things. But you see, parents today, they want to just sit down and enjoy you. Some parents, yes, they just want to sit down and just, as far as their children is anywhere making money for them, making their lives better, they don't care again. They just feel, no. You see the ones I'll take, don't worry, it's just a matter of time, just endure. And the next thing that 500,000 naira, did you send it again to my account? Like, there are parents like that, and it's really bad, it's hurting. So please, let's try to. I'm not saying Regina Daniels' mother is to this extreme, okay? But I'm just trying to let you know that no matter what it is, I just want us to take these things home. That in trying to make our children achieve what we couldn't achieve, let's not be selfish with our desires. Let's try to help them do the right things, take the right path, do the moral thing, the right thing to do as unto God. Alright, thank you so much for listening. Congratulations to Regina Daniels on her new house. I mean, she gave a tour about around the house. No, just not really a tour, but just an overview. I mean, the house is not bad, it's beautiful. So congratulations to her. Whether she bought it for herself, or she didn't buy it for herself, or she bought it and later returned to her husband's house, or she bought it for her family, whatever the reason be, okay, she knows better. I don't see it as a financial blah blah blah, because you can always sell the house if you want and get your money back. But for any reason she did it, it's her choice. Just like I told you, I'm not trying to take excuses for her, neither am I trying to take excuses for Ned, because before the two of them came into this thing, this one came in with the transaction. I know I'm old, but I have money, I can take care of you. And you said I can take care of it. I love succulent girls. I say yes, I'm succulent enough. Yes, and I'm going to come and not take this because so they both know what they got into. For what I know, in as much as I know that a 19-year-old girl, please, is still a baby for marriage. She's still a baby. She's still a baby. She might have not really understood. Even 20 years old self today, try to understand. 21, 22, the brain self is still trying to not talk of a 19-year-old girl. You understand? No matter what, they say they are adults, but see, they are still teens. Okay? Still 19, and you came at 59 to marry her. Man, you know, so that's why I don't want to blame her much, because I know she might have been facing some pressures or whatever. But why I am actually saying she got into this knowing what she needed. At some point when she got that, although she was already inside it, she was trying to, you know, live the life and help us to know, trying to let us know that her marriage is beautiful, like 100% beautiful. Come out eye for what she did now. I felt they were okay until the saga came up. Alright. So thank you so much for listening. Alright, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share at this moment. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because I would love to see you again. Alright, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.